Got him. He's gonna come up and jump right here. Right here, watch him. Right there, see him? There he is. We're in Jupiter, Florida. We're just inside the Jupiter Inlet. Behind me is Jupiter Island, just back there. And yeah, this is my hometown. This is the life of South Florida. If you grow up in Jupiter, Florida, you grow up near the water, right? Everything is kind of based on the ocean front. So I mean, my parents' house was like in a straight line, like 3 or 4 miles from the water. I grew up going fishing and diving and everything on the water since I was a little kid. My parents had a boat when I was very young. I mean, it's obviously a different environment, right? Going from one of the most stressful environments being a racing driver, right? Where you have the weight of the team on your back as well as keeping a multi-million-dollar car safe potentially. And also your career kind of rides on whatever you did in your last race. It kind of feels like always to this, which is to the contrary. It's completely a relaxed lifestyle, right? But it's nice to have that massive difference, right? I think this is it's not that so much that it's tough switching. This is my getaway. How deep are we? 130? Yeah, I used to do some tournament stuff. Not really sailfish tournaments, more like kingfish, wahoo, dolphin tournaments, and we used to do some marlin tournaments over in the Bahamas and down in the Virgin Islands. So a little bit of tournament fishing, but not too much. I think my only competition is racing now. I don't compete for fishing. This is just for fun. So we got one bait out right now. Pretty much what we're doing, we're kite fishing here. Kite fishing's like, well, obviously there's a kite out there. You got a line attached to clips on that line. That way it kind of holds the bait out of the water and most of your line's out of the water. And that little bobber there is just so you have a reference where your line is. But there will be a live bait on there and it kind of keeps it towards the surface. We're trying to catch sailfish today. This is actually good conditions, even though it looks very rough. But pretty much anything will eat this, like cobia, mahi, sailfish, kingfish, wahoo, pretty much anything will eat these kites. So that's one. We're just gonna run 2 today, and then we'll do 2 flat lines too. This is a custom built rod in Stuart, Florida. The actual carbon piece is. And then the reel is a Talica, Shimano Talica, which are very popular for any type of sport fishing. They make multiple sizes in these. And this is exactly what you want to use for the type of fishing we're doing today, which is kite fishing and various other things, but this is the most common, I would say, that you'll see out there. This was the electric reel that we were using. This is it's called a Daiwa Tanacom with a little stubby rod. This is what you would use for kite fishing. And this is only solely for the kite. And kind of what happens, it's all tangled up right now, I gotta sort it out, but this is what you're flying the kite with, and your line's actually going into these little clips. And when you have a fish on, the line actually pops out of these clips, or it's supposed to. This one obviously didn't. You have this little ring on the line, and it's supposed to just pop out of these clips like that, like so. This one didn't want to do it, and it broke the liner there. Yeah, we got one on. Oh, we might have another one on. Uh-oh. He's gonna come up and jump right here. Right here, watch him. Right there, see him? There he is. You get that shot? Got that shot. Nice. Does jump again. There he is. You watch the line kind of rise up out of the water and you know he's gonna come up. I could see my bait in the water and I watched his bill come across the line like that, and I knew it was a sailfish right away, just the way he ate it. And you actually saw the fish too, right? That's the cool part about kite fishing. You kind of see everything. There he is. Come on, buddy, swim to me. Usually when you get them close to the boat, then they start jumping again. Like when we get them like right here or like right around the front of the boat, that's when they really start jumping. This is my boat here. This is a 27 conch. Its length overall is about 32 feet. Back here, where you'd be doing everything fishing, 200-300 Mercury Verado motors, live wells kind of here and here. I think that's probably a 35, 40 gallon live well, and then one under here is probably close to 60 or 70 gallons. In here would be your bilge where you have like all your pumps and everything. That's pretty easily accessible right here. One of the boxes that you or one of the hatches that you go into a lot when you're dealing with pumps and live wells and whatnot. Cooler here, leaning post here. This is control center. Obviously all the electronics are built into this dash right here, but behind there you'll have all the switches and everything. But when you're running, you're looking from here, right here. We just have our chart. Like it's a touchscreen chart. I can go from here and go over to the Bahamas. You can see a couple of the tracks that I've already run over there, and see how far that is way over there. All my spots right there. What was that? 55 miles away. So clear cursor, go back in. This would be our sounder. I've got it paused right now, or the transducer. It's to read the bottom, right? Let you know how deep we are, and you'll also see marks like this. This right here would be the bottom, and then if you're offshore and you're fishing, this would be a marking fish or something like that right there. Those are two of the most common things that you're using, right? But there's times where I'll be offshore and then we'll run the radar. You just turn it on like this, press transmit. It starts spinning up there, and then you start marking birds. That's the reason why you'd use the radar, unless you're kind of running at night. But a pretty nice tool there. This would be marking like land. All this right here would be land. That would be a boat right there that's going by. Yeah, it is actually. And that's the other boat right there that's moving. So pretty neat stuff. Other than that on here, I mean, you got all the lights. It's you got bilge pumps, washdown pumps, all live well stuff right here. And then you have your engine controls, obviously your throttles with some various other things on here, and then steering wheel, the most fun part. Throttles and steering wheel. So when you get the leader to the rod tip, that's technically a catch, which is right now. That's technically a catch right there, but look at the size of the sailfish right here. It's probably easily 60 pounder. That's a good one right there. Let's see. Oh, come on, buddy. Don't make me fight you anymore. Just follow me real quick. There we go. And safe release. That's one fish. Boom. Okay, you guys ready to catch one now? I'm tired. I mean, in racing, you always just roll with the punches. I mean, you have to adapt quickly. You have to understand. You're always going to face some kind of adversity in any race or any situation in any weekend, and you just got to kind of adjust to it quickly. And you don't look at. You're kind of emotionless to be able to do things properly. You kind of don't look at anything, and you then find yourself, whether it's good or bad, getting the emotion after the race or after the race weekend. So a lot of times, if it's good or bad, I get to spend it in a nice place back home. So it's in racing, you just go, keep going. That's what you got to do. We got some dolphins. We're letting the girls look at some dolphins. We caught our fish. Now we're going sightseeing.